loves, it's Lynn here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And I wanted to share what fits inside of this TPM Evelyn from Hermes. This is my first bag purchase from the store. I've purchased several home items. I've purchased my beautiful pillows, which I'll insert a picture of those below. I purchased some bracelets. I purchased two bracelets, one pair of Oran sandals. I've purchased a belt, and I purchased a scarf, two barware highball drinking glasses, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but that sounds about like my complete list. But I may have forgotten one. I purchased some perfume. So, with that being said, I was in the store and I created my wish list, which I'm so excited about. And my essay, who I love so much, like outside of being my essay, like I have really grown fond of my essay, and we have so much in common. And it's just a beautiful. As they say, you have to build a relationship with an essay, but this is really like an organic, genuine friendship. And I actually met my essay when I was in the store shopping with my previous essay, and I decided to just make the switch because it was a more genuine connection between the two of us. So I literally was talking to my essay, and I was having some champagne, and I was sitting there, and my essay was like, as we were creating my wish list, my essay was like, have you thought about getting another handbag outside of a quota bag? And I was like, no, I really hadn't. And so I literally saw the TPM, and I was like, yeah, this is what I need for days that I don't want to carry a big bag, because I've been using my Chanel, a little mini Boston bag, a lot lately. And I didn't realize that I could downsize so much and still have everything that I need for a day. So this has never been worn yet. This will be my absolute first time putting anything in it. So I'm so excited. And I think this is a bag that I'm going to keep in my collection because just like my Hermes pillows, because of the memories, because of the, like, the pillows look really good in my bedroom. And this I feel will look really good for my business that I just started, that's going to require me to actually like be boots on the ground, out in the field doing things. I think this is going to be perfect because I get a chance to have a little bit of luxury with me, and I don't have to worry about babying this bag up as I would, for example, if I were wearing my mini Boston or any of my Chanel items. But I'm a luxury girl and I love a nice, good bag, good quality leather. So I definitely am excited that Hermes offers this more rugged, less, more casual, less dressy, style. And the convenience of the strap is going to be perfect for me. So I will do a mod shot to show where the length hits me. I'm 5'5", and I did, learn the history that this perforated H is made that way because it's supposed to be facing the body of the person who was wearing this bag to keep their equestrian tools inside. And I grew up in a family with farmers and with equestrian owners. Like, we had horse stables. We still currently do own them. And then when I raised my children when they were young, we lived near Alpharetta, Georgia, which is like a horse country. And so I have gotten a chance to indulge in the equestrian world. And I do know outside of Hermes that there are equestrian stores that sell horse riding gear and all those things. And these items are highly, highly, highly priced. Okay. So so with that being said, I definitely love the history, and like this little equestrian saddlebag is so cute. But what I did not notice, and I've watched tons and tons of reviews, I did not notice that it has Hermes Paris made in France stamped the on the strap right there. And when you turn it to which is supposed to be the front side, When you turn it to the front side, there's a snap button, and it also says, sorry, no, it doesn't. On this side of the snap, it says Hermes Paris Made in France. So I think this is a great buy. If you are on an Hermes journey, I would definitely recommend that you buy a bag so that you can get a taste of the leather, so that you can have like a nice way to kind of see what's in store for you if you are on a journey to acquire a quarter bag. Now, this raw leather, this is everything. I have a Birkin that is not a brand new Birkin. As a matter of fact, my Birkin is older. My Birkin is from 2012. So the Birkin doesn't smell as good anymore. The leather is kind of, it has like a crease in it and different things like that. So my goal in acquiring my quarter bag is to be able to experience the new Birkin smell, feel, and just break the bag in and make the bag my own. Now, I'm going to style my bag where it snaps towards my body because I do want my H in the front, because I don't need anything inside of my bag to air dry per se. So I'm going to attempt to use these things that are inside of the mini Boston bag. So I'm going to switch out of there into here, and I have everything laid out. So first I'm going to use my Chanel card case, my Chanel card holder, my Gucci key fob, and I'm going to only take one car key with me. I usually keep them both, but I don't really need to. So I'm going to take my truck key, and that's what's going to go inside of the fob. But for now, I'm just going to keep the fob empty just so that I can see what we're working with. So I do have my little Chanel mirror that I got from the little makeup store. And then I have my Joe Malone hand cream. This is Blackberry and Bay. And it is a body and hand lotion. And then I'm going to put my floss picks in here. I'm going to do my sunglasses. And I still have room. Still have a lot of room. So I'm going to put my Prada candy ball in here. I'm going to put my little MAC Ruby Woo inside. And I'm going to also put in a perfume that is wood sage and sea salt in a small spray. And there we go. I'm very impressed. I don't know what made me wait so long to use this bag. I've had this bag for a couple of weeks, and I literally just unboxed it. And at first I was just like, oh, it's not really my style, or it's not really my zhuzh. So, whatever. I didn't think it smells amazing. I didn't think that I would really use it. I was like, okay, since I gotta buy something and I'm on this Birkin journey, I'm gonna just buy a bag. And I have not even really gotten involved with, how can I say this? Like, I haven't even really paid attention to their bags outside of the, what is it, the garden party or something like that. That's the only bag that I ever really wanted. That was before I even decided I wanted a Birkin. That was years and years ago. Um, and your items do kind of pucker out on here. So I noticed that with other people's bags. I've seen reviews on them, but that was like years ago, and I never looked at it from the perspective of buying one. So this was kind of a spontaneous purchase. It's like 2,200, which in Hermes world is not a lot of coin at all. But of course, if you walk in Louis or Gucci, you can get you a bigger bag. But I like this bag. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the heritage, the house of Hermes. I love their history. I love everything about them, the classic pieces. And I'm not gonna lie, when I've been shopping in higher end malls, I've seen a few women wearing this, but they don't have, I've never seen a TPM. I've seen like the GMs and stuff like that. And I've always seen a woman either with sundress on or with like a striped linen shirt with some khakis. And so that's kind of like your quiet money, quiet luxury kind of, I guess, category. But I love this. This is one of my favorite colors. I did get a chance to pick. My essay brought me out all the colors that were available, and that beautiful pink was available. But because I knew I was going to be using this as my work bag, I didn't want anything too light that I had to worry about. And so, yeah, so I would suggest this if you're on your Hermes journey, grab you one or two of these because you have to spend the money. And I'm not going to say I don't regret anything that I purchased. I love everything that I have. I've used everything that I have. I think that if I could go back in time, I would change the color of the belt that I got. It's orange and black. I would have did taupe and black. But that's probably what I'm gonna get next. Is the Kelly belt, and then I'm gonna grab me a couple of pair of Oran sandals because I love them, and I've worn mine down. Like it's a year later, and my Orans are like done, like they're done. But I'm pretty rough on shoes, but the quality of them, chef's kiss, and I never had any complaints with them. They didn't hurt my feet. I didn't have to stretch them or wear them in. And like I said, and I've worn them down. So I got my money's worth. And I got them before the price increase. So now they're a little bit more, but I still am going to grab me. I have to get some yellow runs. Like, I have to. Like, I love how pretty they are. I've seen a couple of people here on YouTube um, share their purchases, and I've never seen the yellow ones until the other day. I was watching somebody, I think her name is Fumi. I don't want to get it wrong, but I'll leave the link to her channel below. And she had them, and I was like, those are gorgeous. I must get them. But a lot of times when I go in a store, I see colors that I like, and they don't have my size because my size is a medium size. It's an average size. I wear an 8. Um, that's average across the board in any shoe store. So it's kind of hard to find shoes sometimes. And I'm always too impatient to order them. I'm always impulsive when I shop Hermes, but I've had to get a pillow ordered and shipped. And I will say this, if you're collecting Hermes and you buy the pillows, do not buy them in the store. Have them shipped to your home. Have your essay order them so they can get shipped to your home. Because if you buy them from the store, you do not get a box. I repeat, you do not get a box. You only get the dust bag and the big Hermes shopping bag, which I always use for my recyclables. But if you want the boxes to store them in, or if you're creating a cute little aesthetic and you want your boxes to stack up like stair steps, you want your I just feel like if I'm paying $911, which is the price for each pillow, and I bought two of them, if I'm paying $911, I want my box. And my new essay agreed, and so my new essay was trying to help me source a box. But the best way to do it is to have your essay order your pillows if you're going to get pillows. And I would suggest if you're on your Birkin journey to get an Evelyn or I think it's a Picatin or any bag that outside of a Birkin. Because if you get the bag and you're not fond of it, you can sell it. You're going to make your money back, number one. Number two, you may even make a profit. Number three, you have to purchase something, so why not get a bag? Like, I don't know why I didn't even think about that until my essay brought it up. I would suggest around sandals. I would suggest either one or two pillows, the bag of your choice, and only get what you like. I would suggest a scarf and a perfume. And I have also bought a twilly. I had forgotten about that. So yeah. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna put my twilly on here. And that's probably gonna zhuzh it up because this color is very neutral. And I love pinks and I love bright colors. So, yay! So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed this quick little reveal. And it's so cool to know that all of my stuff is in here. Like, literally, this is everything that I would have had inside of my Chanel Jumbo. Like, no kidding. Like, this is everything. So, like, there's nothing left out. Look at this. You can turn it upside down. Like, this little strap is very nifty. So, yeah. So, I love it. Chef's Kiss K stamp means that it's made in 2025. I learned that when I was online looking. Everybody that was looking for one or that was looking to sell one was like, oh, K stamp, K stamp. And I'm like, what the heck is a K stamp? So K stamp is for the year 2025. Peace and namaste.